welcome back. Alright, so I've decided I'm going to speed up these videos by even more because I've gotten so far ahead in my build that these videos I'm not having the time. I'm having too much fun building, so doing these voiceovers, it really hasn't been a priority. So yeah, I'm going to speed them up. A lot more will get done in each video. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. And then I'll be caught up because I'm at a point in the build right now. Oh my god. I'm sleep building again. It's the best. Oh, I hope everyone gets to experience sleep building some point in their life. When you're so excited about doing something and you're not exactly sure how to do it, you start doing it in your sleep. And then you like figure things out. Oh, it is so awesome. It's magical. Absolutely magical. Anyhow, so what I'm doing in this video is I am making extensions for the cable bridge. So you know that big post that comes out of the center of the porch on the treehouse? I just put one up there. Well, that needs to be extended above the roof line. And then if you look directly center of the video, you see the zip line platform. And just off to the left of it, there's a spiral staircase, right? That also needs to be extended. So that's what I'm building here. And there will be a cable bridge in between them. Because obviously you can't build a treehouse and have a zip line platform and not have them connected. That doesn't make any sense. It would be stupid. So yeah, this was a tough thing to do. It was a pain in the butt. More than anything, it wasn't that tough. It just cutting that 4.5-inch steel pipe. Ugh, what a pain in the butt it was. Anyhow, yeah, but I got it all done. And then later on in this, I'm pretty sure I weld them up in this video. Anyway, yeah, right now I'm adding some bracketing for putting the porch on. Because, yeah, what I was gonna do originally, there was no porch originally, so I was just gonna have an overhang. But then when I talked to my hype man, which by the way, get yourself a hype man. So my hype man is my younger brother. His name's Clint. He's number one, the best. Let me tell you how this goes. I usually call him or send him a text of, hey man, I'm thinking about building a cable bridge. What do you think? And there is never once that's a foolish idea. Not once. It's always, hell yeah, that sounds dope. How the hell are you going to do that? And then we figure out all the little minor details. But I'm telling you, get you a hype man. Anyone who shoots down your ideas, no good. Hype man all day. Anyway, so I'm welding on brackets to secure the porch. I was going to put poles up against the building, but then I thought that would look ugly because it's got to be covered in gabion basket, and yeah, that would just get in the way. So I went, see? Oh, that stupid thing's in my way again. So yeah, I welded these brackets on, and this was a pretty beginning of summer when it was getting pretty hot. And remember a while back when I was talking about consequences? Well, today we paid some consequences. Now you can see I'm welding, and it's a little bit dry out. The wood's dry. It's been nice. We haven't had rain in a while. So, you know, yeah, you just keep welding away, and you really don't look at your surroundings. Well, we had a small fire this day. If you look directly below where I'm welding right now, you're going to see a fire take place. And you know who's not going to see it? Me. For a while. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, look, it's burning right now. And I'm just welding away. Not a care in the world. It's just on fire. In fact, not only do I not notice it, I just go and do something else. I'm like, ah, well, see you later. And then I come back. I get back to welding up top. And, you know, I remember I was like, man, something smells kind of burny. And at one point I did notice it, which is, you know, I got it put out. It's not really an issue. It's pretty funny. Yeah. So, you know, be aware of your surrounding. Pay some consequences. Whatever. Yeah. All good. Yeah, pretty sweet. Oopie. You know, that's just what happens once in a while. But not a problem. Got it all taken care of. Got those brackets welded up. And the video died. So, as you can see, I got the poles put up, and then it was time to put the... I'm not sure what I did first here. Either the cross section or from the house to those poles. I remember getting it square was incredibly difficult. Because, believe it or not, I welded those brackets on backwards. One side of those brackets has 2 holes, the other side has 1 hole. Well, I put the 2-hole side down, and I should have put it up. But that's okay. By the way, those are also a power guy thing that they throw away. Which, thank you, power guys, for throwing everything away. I sure appreciate you. And like I said, this porch was not a part of the original design. I didn't think I needed a covered porch, but then I built a door that needed to be covered. It doesn't need to be covered, but I need a way to shine a black light on it, and so that'll have to be on the porch. I think that's how the porch idea came into play originally. Once again, back to the hype man. That's, yeah, you could absolutely do that. All you got to do is extend that upper beam. Build a little frame for your porch on the front. Bada bing, bada boom, you got a porch. And, yeah. It was very difficult to get this thing square. Left, right, left, right. Measure once. You move one a little bit, you go measure again. The other side moves. You know, that's how it worked. But I triple checked, double checked, triple checked. And I did end up getting it pretty spot on. I think it's a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch out, but that's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. You know, don't let that kind of stuff bother you. Because look at it. See, I'm moving it back and forth, back and forth. But anyways, doesn't matter. I got it all taken care of, and it went swimmingly. I got that upper piece put right into place. It drops right in. Boop. Oh shoot. It didn't record it, obviously. But it was pretty sweet. But here we go. Rainy day. It's time to extend the porch pole. Yep, my dad came over to give me a hand. I had a pretty sweet plan in place here. My dad experienced a little bit of vertigo this day. It was very funny. You see how he's making me put extra pieces on the porch? Because he was convinced that someone was going to step through it. Well, let me tell you, it wouldn't have been me. We did have a good morning. It was raining, as you can see, but that shouldn't stop you from getting something done. If someone offers you to come help and you make a schedule, you know, I don't like to work in the rain either, but I needed a hand, and yeah, thanks, Pops. I sure appreciate it. But yeah, so that went up really smooth, actually. It was because that framed-in porch, the way I set it up, you can see I strapped 2 4x6s to the top of it, and then just kind of set them on boards, and I was able to kind of maneuver it in place. I got it tacked and then welded. Speaking of welding, I don't really know what I'm doing, right? So I did take metal shop way back when in school, but I don't remember all that much of what was done. But I'd like to take a moment to thank the guys at work, the arc welders, and guys who are working towards becoming arc welders. They got a lot of great knowledge, and they're super helpful. These are the kind of people you want around. Because every question I have for them, these guys are like, oh shit, you know, what you're doing is you're not getting enough penetration because your welder's a piece of shit. See, that was the original thing, because I used to have this little wire feed, gasless one. Piece of crap. But now I got the Tombstone, and it is, yeah, it's solid. And it, I get good penetration, and turns out I was using the wrong type of welding rods for a long time. But to be fair, like, even if something looks like crap, like, breaking a weld is damn near impossible. You know, the haters out there will say I'm lying, but they're wrong. Everybody knows even dog shit welds will hold. But anyways, I'm back to building the porch. So what I had to do here was cut a bunch of rafters. And I think I set one up and made sure it worked. And then I was able to just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, throw them all into place. It went. The porch was smooth because, yeah, I mean, once you do one, shoot, I'd already done the building, so not a problem at all. Look at me go. Yeah, this was fun. This was really cool because once you frame everything in, you really do feel like, oh my gosh, this step, it, I don't know, it's like that one little step when everything's framed, it doesn't even have to be sheeted. It really does feel like, oh, it's coming together. And like, honestly, right now where I'm at in this video is so far away from finished because there's so many minor details. But you don't know that when you're building. Well, you do, but you keep that in the back of your mind because I got that ultimate ADD. I will start a project and then I'll go lingcod fishing for the next 3 weeks and that project's going to sit. Yeah, that's just the way it works. Or if I see something neat and shiny, I'm like, oh my god, I could build octopus arms out of that. And, you know, you do that for 2 days. Meanwhile, the treehouse sits. Anyways, this video's coming to an end, so, we'll see you on the next episode. Seriously, almost made it a whole episode without a frickin' notification. Whoop. Alright, so now I gotta get the 2 outside trusses done, which they go up pretty quick, pretty smooth. Today was an interesting day on the treehouse because you don't know what's happening in your yard when you're not out there. Like, all kinds of craziness can happen. For instance, today there was a police chase right through my yard. So here coming up, you're going to see a guy come just running by me. I'm up top, he's down low, but he gave me the universal sign for be quiet, you know, the one finger over the lips. And I was like, what in the F are you doing in my yard? It was so bizarre. He immediately jumped the fence into my neighbor's yard and then into my other neighbor's yard. And I was baffled. I was a little bit shooketh. I've heard that's a term. Probably a millennial or something. Or Zoomers. What are the new generation of people called? Generation Z? No, that's a movie. Anyways, so if you look down towards the bottom post of the tree fort, you'll see a guy just walk by. Or he kind of walks, I guess. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But anyways, the cops did end up catching him. I don't know. Yeah, they end up coming through my yard. See? Oh, there he goes. And then he runs over into the other neighbor's yard. I go out to the front. Some police come into the yard. There he goes again. You saw him. He's fast, man. He jumped my fence again. Broke a fence board. Son of a bitch. But, yeah. Anyways, they end up getting him. You see him getting taken away right there in the back left on the other opposite street. So, what a good day. You don't know what's going on in your yard. Anyways, so I get back to building. I got those 2 front porch things on. You know these little decorative pieces I'm putting on right now? I'm pretty sure they don't do squat. But everybody puts them on and they look pretty neat. So, yeah. If you decide to build one, make sure you put one on too. For no other reason other than it's, you have to. It's a rule when you build these stupid porches. You have to put on these dumb little decorative pieces. They don't do anything, but put them on anyway. So, yeah, I ran some screws in there, and everything was framed in. What an amazing day. On the next episode, it's going to be all about consequences. And what was done and what should have been done. Who was listened to and who was not listened to. And then what the consequences are. And hard labor. It really is just hard labor. And bad math. So, we'll see you then. Goodbye.